Assalamu alaikum, hello everyone. We meet again to continue with our third part of our lesson about stress placement in complex words. Complex words. Now, in our previous lesson, we dealt with the effect of suffixes on stress placement, clear, in complex words, and we learned that we have three categories of suffixes. The ones which are neutral have no effect on stress placement, and also second category suffixes which receive primary stress in themselves. They come at the end of the word, right, usually, and they are called stress attracting suffixes. Now what is left is the third category, which is stress shifting suffixes. Clear? Now today we'll try to detail, right, the different rules, right, and cases for stress shifting suffixes. It means the suffixes which, when they are added to a word, right, they cause a change, okay, of the primary stress from one syllable to another on the stem of that complex word. Clear? So we have a long list of stress shifting suffixes, but usually stress shifting suffixes, they have two major effects. They may cause, okay, the shift of stress either to a penultimate syllable. It means the stress changes and moves to the syllable which comes immediately before the suffix, or also they can cause a change to of the stress placement to the antepenultimate syllable. Clear? It means the third syllable from the end of the word. Right. So, stress shifting syllables can cause a change of stress. Right. On the stem of the word, either to a penultimate syllable, the one directly for suffix, or they change the stress also to an antepenultimate syllable. It means the third one from the end. It means you count suffix number one, second before it, penultimate. No, third one is stressed, antepenultimate. Now let's start with the first category of, and within these stress shifting suffixes, I mean suffixes which cause penultimate stress. Now here we have a lot of suffixes. When they are added to stem of word, right, they receive primary stress on the penultimate, the one or the syllable which comes immediately before the suffix. So we have mainly the suffix ik. So whenever you find ik at the end of word, so we stress the syllable which comes directly before it, like in economic. Mic is suffix. I stress no, just before it. Clear? Also, ian, like revision. So, jeune is suffix. So, I stress v, which comes directly before jeune. Right, or ian. Also, shun, like relation. So, shun is the suffix. So, I stress the penultimate syllable just before it, which is lay. Clear? Lay. So these are the major, right, suffixes which cause penultimate stress. But be careful, sometimes we find some exceptions, like in Arabic here, the first syllable is stressed. It's a and not ra, penultimate. Also for Catholic, here also exception, which says the first syllable, okay, and not so, penultimate. Here we stressed also penultimate, penultimate in Catholic, third one from the end. Also, politic, the same thing, politic. So here also we don't stress penultimate, which is li, but we stress the antepenultimate, the third one from the end, which is po. Here also it's an exception, and the same with all the other words. You see them here, alright, as exception. Also, among the other common suffixes which cause penultimate stress, we have ia, like in media, we stress me before dia, io,
like in financial. Here we stress the syllable nan before the suffix.
ian,
Like in politician, we stress the syllable t before the suffix shen.
so ions, like luxurious, we stress je, okay, before the suffix rians. Also in ear, like familiar, right, we stress me, penultimate, directly before lear, suffix. Also ians, like experience, we stress peer, right, immediately before rians and not rians. Clear. Also iant, like in ancient, right, ancient. So here shant is suffix, so we stress its penultimate syllable, which is an. Eus, also ambitious, shus is suffix, we stress the penultimate, which is b. Ear, we stress in inferior fur, okay, fur, yes, fur before the suffix rear, clear. Also we have idiom, right, like in idiom. So diom is suffix, we stress what comes directly before it, which is e. Also iot, like idiot, the same thing, which we stress e and not suffix diot. Idiom, also museum, museum.
So here is the suffix, so we stress z.
Also ear, like area, so I stress a, first syllable, which comes directly before ia, suffix ria, clear. Also we have eel, like cereal, I stress the penultimate syllable, which is c, which comes before real in cereal, clear, in cereal, right. Also I have ia, like linear, so nia is suffix, I stress li as it is the penultimate also syllable. Also Ian, like in European, right, I stress p before n, clear, before Ian, right, before n, because it is the penultimate syllable before the suffix. Also I have us, like courageous, I stress ray before the suffix just, penultimate syllable. Also we can consider iti, right, as one of the suffixes causing penultimate stress, iti, example like credibility, so liti is suffix, and I stress b. Here I stress b as my penultimate syllable, and here also be careful, you can find some exceptions for all these suffixes. Example, the word idea, here I stress dia and not the penultimate. Also id, I stress d suffix and not penultimate. Also ordeal, I stress deal, which is suffix and not the penultimate or. Clear? Go. Also we have another suffixes which also cause penultimate stress, like io, like habitual, clear, io, like habitual, so I stress b, penultimate, before tual, suffix, or, okay, like in jaguar, I stress ja, which comes before gur, suffix. Also use, like in the word ambiguous, so these are usually, okay, endings too, endings of words, alright, use, like in ambiguous, so I stress b, the penultimate, which comes before the ending, gius. Alright. Also we have another category of words, which is the verbs which end with the suffix ish. Clear? Right. So the verbal suffix ish, when it comes at the end of verbs, alright, it causes, right, stress on the penultimate syllable. But be careful, as verb, clear. Because ish as an adjective, or when it is linked to a verb, as an adjective, it's neutral. But ish at the end of verbs, in English, here it is causing penultimate stress on its syllable. Clear? Example, like in the verb of polish. So, lish is my suffix. Verb ends in ish, so I stress po. Abolish. Lish also is my suffix, I stress bo. Demolish. Lish also is my suffix, I stress the penultimate syllable which comes directly before it, which is mo. Mo. So be careful in verbs and in ish, verbs, and I repeat verbs, not adjectives. Clear here also, when we find ish at the end of verbs, we stress the penultimate syllable. Right, before suffix directly. Except for the word or the verb impoverish. Impoverish. So here, in this word only, as an exception, I should stress po, the anti-penultimate, syllable. It means the third one from the end. Why? Because it is an exception. That's an exception. Impoverish is an exception. Right. Good. Now, we have also, we're finished now with different suffixes and endings which cause penultimate stress. It means stress comes directly before the suffix that comes immediately before the suffix. Yes, the syllable before the suffix directly. Now, we have also another set of suffixes which cause stress on the anti-penultimate syllable. It means when we find them, these suffixes or these endings, we stress the third syllable from the end. It means suffix no, penultimate after it no, third one is stressed. Here we have for example, the endings. We have SE like democracy, so democracy. Alright. C, first one, cra, not, mo is stressed here. Anti-penultimate, third one to the end. Also, all, yes, it can be, alright, also, an anti-penultimate, suffix or ending which causes, right, anti-penultimate stress, right, like in political, so, col, not stressed, li, not stressed, t, not stressed, and li is stressed. Third one from the end of what we call the anti-penultimate. Clear? Also T, right? Also T like in humanity, T not stressed, ni not stressed, and ma, third one, anti-penultimate is stressed. Also etude like aptitude, right? Aptitude. So here tude not stressed. T not stressed, and ab is a is stressed. First syllable, third one from the end here is stressed. Also we have tree like geometry, so tree not stressed, ma not stressed. Clear? And third one, what we call the anti-penultimate is stressed. O, it is O. Also graphy, right? Like in photography, right? So phi not stressed. Gra, not stressed, but to is stressed. Third from the end. Also, logi, like apology, right. Logi, G, not stressed. So here also, we stress the third one, from the end, from the end, right. Also, we have meter, yes, also, the ending meter, which is found in the, for example, barometer. Yes, barometer. So, ta, not stressed, me, not stressed, and ro is stressed. The anti-penultimate, the third from the end. Now, but here we have a remark about, if you can see, usually these endings, they end in y. Clear? In y. So, we can say, or infer it as a rule, alright, that, if you can say, those words which end in y, they are stressed on anti-penultimate syllable, usually. According to this, right. or these cases we have seen here, right, in this first list of endings that cause anti-penultimate stress. Clear? Example, A with its consonant if it exists. Clear? Not, what comes before it? Not, and third one before it is stress. Clear? Go. Also we have another category of, if you can say, suffixes which cause anti-penultimate, right, stress. Here we speak about the case of verbal endings, all right, which cause anti-penultimate stress mainly if the English verb here of three or more yes, syllables ends with the suffixes or the endings 8, eyes with Z or with S, and also 5. So any verb which ends right in one of these endings or suffixes 8, eyes or 5, and it consists of 3 syllables or more, right, this verb receives stress on its anti-penultimate syllable. Clear? Now, for example, for 8, like investigate, so gate, not stressed, T, not stressed, and thus is stressed, anti-penultimate. Also, generate, rate, not stressed, suffix, clear, knee, not stressed, and G is stressed. For eyes, we said on the S, we have example, civilize, lies is not stressed here, V, it's not, and C receives primary stress. Why? Because it is anti-penultimate in a verb which ends with eyes. Also, we have democratize, ties, not, crab, not, and more stress. Okay, stressed. Right. Also, analyze, S, lies, not, N, not, and A is stressed. Why? Because it is the third from the end. Anti-penultimate in a verb of 3 syllables, right, which ends in eyes. Also for 5, like identify, so 5, no stress, T, no primary stress, and done is stressed, anti-penultimate. Also, purify, 5, not stressed, or no primary stress, no primary stress, but pure receives primary stress. Clear? Receives primary stress because it's the anti-penultimate syllable in this 3-syllable verb ending in 5. Clear? So be careful about these 3 endings and suffixes when they come at the end of the 3-syllable or more verb in English. It is the case of an anti-penultimate stressed syllable. Clear? So I'd like to have finished and summarized all what concerns stress placement in complex words with all the possible categories of this complex word, right? I mean word plus prefix or word plus suffix, and also within suffixes we have different categories, right? And within every category we have also other subcategories. I hope that you have grasped everything. Just to understand everything well, you need to take notes and to reformulate the lesson and draw it in the form of a diagram. Clear? Diagram with arrows or maybe true diagram to understand and to memorize all these cases very well. Thank you so much and wish you the best luck. Good luck.